you're a Liberal senator who gets into Parliament and not long after the COVID sit. And my old manager, Jeff Motley, is no longer with us in the footy terms, was if it doesn't pass the sniff test, son, there's something wrong. And for you with COVID, something didn't pass the sniff test because you crossed the floor. No doubt that would have been, was it difficult? You got Scott Morrison, the Prime Minister, saying everything's fine, we've got to deal with this, unity. Can you take us through that situation and why you just felt so strong to go, nah, hang on. In my words, this doesn't pass the sniff test.
I didn't think it passed the sniff test from the get-go in March 2020. I felt we overreacted, both economically in paying people to stay at home and do nothing, and locking people down. My view was, look, the only two measures I would have dealt with was, number one, protect our sick and our vulnerable and our older people. As with any virus, nothing new there. And the second thing was, I didn't tolerate the stopping people from going to work or the closing of the state borders, and then paying people to stay at home and do nothing and get brainwashed by the premiers who really manipulated it. And then Palaszczuk shut down Brisbane for 4 days on the basis of one COVID case, and it was the first weekend of the year. She said in the state, we've got it all under control, we won't shut down again, and bang, one case and she shut down. That told me that this stuff wasn't over, and of course 21 turned out much worse than 2020 because, you know, later that year we had a few more lockdowns, and then what made it worse was in late October I was contacted by people who were injured, being gaslighted by the government, and that's when I was like, okay, that's it, I'm off the train. If I have to sabotage the trains to stop this stupidity from going any further.